Greetings, my friends. I'm Typhoon. I send you all warm greetings, respect, and love on this new day. Today, the weather is very nice, thank goodness. I immediately got to work, friends. I cleaned the garden, did some area cleaning, cleaned the cages, and so on. I was dealing with the kids. After that, as you know, yesterday I shared some new news from our third channel, Typhoon Demirci, with you. Just to let everyone know, I'm announcing on our third channel that Zara is pregnant. Type Typhoon Demirci on YouTube or search on YouTube for "Is Zara Pregnant?" Was that the title of the video? Just type something like Zara Pregnant and Typhoon Demirci. It will show up there. Watch that video. Subscribe to our third channel, friends. As you know, tonight our daughter is pregnant. There's very little time left until the birth. We have just a few days left, friends. That's why we will prepare the birthing place for the night. I thought I'd record a video for you while preparing it. You wanted it so much. I didn't want to disappoint you. My request to you is please don't disappoint me either. Please support me by liking this video, subscribing, and leaving a comment. It makes me very happy. Also, as you know, in the last video, I mentioned to you 6 level and above. I said I would write the names of those who joined the membership in the video. It's updated every 2 days. 3 people have joined so far. The first is Alp Hızlı, the second is Arda TK, and the third is Kerem Kankatensi. I thank them all very much. Take care. I can't write the names on the wall in this video because we don't have paint. I'll go to the market tomorrow to get some. After that, you know, I last told you about the join button on this wall 6. As I said, I'll write the names of those who reached level 6 or higher on this wall. I'm painting it white tomorrow. Next, list the names in order. You can also use the join button. For example, if you want to support the children, you can click the join button and get a membership from there. Thanks to this, even the lowest level should be around 200 liras. With 200 liras, you can also become a special member through the join button. Exclusive videos and live streams will soon be available for those who join, just so you know. Additionally, the level of the join button matters. Even if you get a membership for 5-10 liras, there are special gifts for you. When you comment, you get levels and gifts. For example, when you comment, dog images appear. You can use them however you want from there. I invite all of you to click the join button, friends. Geisha has come to our side. Come here, Geisha. Come here, my beautiful Geisha. Should I show Geisha? Geisha. Where are you, my beautiful girl? Come here. Guess, friends. Her pains have increased a lot now. Look, you can see it. Her belly is swollen like a balloon. My guess is that she will give birth 100% within 2-3 days. Maybe she could surprise us today. She may give birth today, but it's uncertain because she is constantly having contractions. And now she has reached a point where breathing has become difficult because her belly is very swollen. And since it is so swollen, for example, while I used to give her a lot of food, now I don't give her as much. Why? It makes it very difficult for her. At night, she's also a greedy dog. She has an immense love for eating. In the presence of food at night, she loses herself and consumes everything available, ensuring others won't have any. That's why I reduced her food a bit, since there are only a few days left until her delivery. Now, in a little while, we will prepare her place, friends. We recently did a live broadcast where some viewers supported us through Super Chat. Thank you, it's greatly appreciated. In addition to Super Chat, you can support me even when I'm not live streaming by using the Super Sticker section below. There were also supporters in the video's comment section. Their names are displayed on the screen now. Thank you. I'm also excited to see you in the live streams. Friends, now come on. Let's see the first Children's Days, then let's prepare the place for Friday night. All right, friends. In yesterday's video, I was thinking of holding the night's event at Ader's Cafe, but I quickly changed my mind about that, and I'll explain it to you shortly. Hades Baba, how are you, my lion? Look, Hades is now tied here only, staying here from morning till evening during the day. In the evenings, I return him to his cage to avoid risks, but this place has been beneficial for him. Friends, for example, when we put them in cages, because of the wire in between, the dogs are not fully visible. They stay in the background and so on. I do it this way to showcase them more prominently, especially my Hades, my lion son. He's the true heir of charisma. Hades, we're going to the forest with Dad. Sheila, how are you? People keep mentioning the forest. I'll be entering it soon. I thought there should be a change today. I also tied Escobar here. Escobar, how are you? I'm going to approach you now, but you take off my microphone. Hold on, let me see. Why did I tie Escobar? Wait, my boy, wait, my naughty boy. Now, our Escobar is such a hyperactive dog, so energetic that he can't stay still. As you can see, he's a complete psycho. When I let him loose all the time, he ends up harming Faisal. This trio of Escobar, Natasha, and Karam even gets the old man involved now. The old man has gone astray too, and together they all chase poor Faisal like donkeys. That's why I said I'd tie him up here. Also, visually, I thought of it this way. Normally, I used to put Reina here, as you know. I said, let me put Escobar here. And on this side, I tied Diablo and Hector, my friends. I thought it would create a more harmonious look with all of them together. Escobar fits well here, but let me also say this. Normally, they don't stay tied up here. They only put them here during the day. Other than that, they stay in their rooms. What's up, Diablo? Lion, I'll keep my distance from now on. The Diablo maniac is excitedly attempting to attack the others. That's my lion. We are Germany's own children. Look at Hector. He knocked over the bucket. Crazy Hector. Hey, check out the grace of my Hector. Just look at that grace, will you? I said to myself. I said I would take Mars tonight and mate it. I've made up my mind, for example. I want to mate it, okay? If there was such an option, I would mate it. I definitely mated it with Hector, didn't I, friends? Hector and the other one would produce very beautiful offspring. I swear, really. They would have had exceptional children, but it wasn't destined to happen. Asala uncle is wandering around here now. I told you about them last time, you know. They ran away from here. I opened this door and secure it from both sides so they don't open it again and to keep it sturdy. These dogs are really hard to control, man. The other day, how did they open that door and escape from here while I wasn't around? Honestly, I was so surprised. I explained the details in the video on my third channel, Sayfun Demirci. Romeo, what's up, my man? Come on, let's do something. Let's go to the place for the night. Where are we going to do it? Where are we going to put it? Let me show you that, friends. These dogs are driving me crazy with their mess. And look, I decorated these areas with pine. How does it look? Write in the comments. Didn't I add a nice atmosphere here, friends? I added some nice details with these beautiful pines. I even added the other cages. You'll see them now. I think it added a nice vibe here. I wanted it to be a bit different. It looked nice. I liked it. Show that side too. How does it look, friends? Doesn't it look nice? I really liked it, honestly. The cages and everything look great, mashallah. Let me think about something for here now. These pines would likely wither in 1 to 2 weeks regardless. I don't want to constantly cut pines. I suggested using artificial flowers on the poles since they won't spoil, rot, or cause trouble. However, I mentioned that Faisal Baba might try to eat them. It would have added a nice vibe, but I think it turned out great overall. I had planned to place the dragon there, but I ultimately decided against it. If we bring the dragon here, it will cause us a lot of trouble. The dragon attacks all the dogs next to it. I'm telling you, while Chutter is here, it will try to bite Chutter. I said, we're going to have a ton of trouble, man. Let's not move the dragon at all, or let it cause us any problems. The dragon should stay where it is. Let's prepare a room in the birthing area for the night. It's the most logical thing to do. Now, friends, I'm preparing this room for the night, okay? Now, this place seemed a bit more logical and nice to me. Previously, whenever a birth took place, I always had it done here. Why? First of all, this is a home. This is a home. If you furnish this place and keep it tidy, it's a home. Earn an honest living and it's a home. Do you understand? Because it doesn't get cold. This place is beautiful, as I mentioned earlier. I originally planned to make a birth chest, but eventually gave up on the idea. You might ask why. Let me explain what we mean by a birth chest. For example, this piece of wood. All right. You leave a margin from this distance on the outside. You see, it works like this. You close off all 4 directions so that the puppies don't fall out of the box and stay close to their mother. That's the purpose. But now, during a nighttime birth, if a very clever puppy moves away, it can break the barrier. That's why I need to make something very sturdy. I didn't have the materials at hand, actually, because the old one I made broke and couldn't hold up. It needs to be made of strong material. I said to myself at night, the puppies never separate from their mother anyway. Additionally, newborns don't move away in that manner. I said the best thing is to make something like a flat surface to place them on, okay? Let it be nice and clean. The floors here are ceramic. I said we need to block the cold here. We'll take the cold from below. For that, I first laid a carpet here. It's not on this side. The reason it's not on this side is so that he can use the toilet here. Then I placed a piece of wood here. Now we will place another piece of wood here, friends, all right? Let's adjust the length of this wood. For example, like this. We placed this wood here as well. The purpose is to prevent cold from coming in from below. So she can give birth here comfortably at night. After that, a quilt, a cotton quilt. This quilt, brother, like this at night. We lay it nicely on the place where she will give birth so that the babies are not affected by the cold. Is that correct, friends? Now let's arrange this nicely like this. Of course, in addition to this, now for example, the babies, the risk of getting trapped under the blanket also exists. What does getting trapped mean? For example, as they turn over during the night, the blanket gets crumpled like this. Is that correct? Now for this, I will nail this blanket nicely onto the board here, fix it so that there won't be any situation where the little ones get stuck or the blanket gets crumpled in any way. Did you understand? Right now, look, this has become a nice area for the night. After that Friday, the cold won't come from the ground. We'll place the water container here. Here's the setup. We put wood on the ground to insulate against the cold with a carpet underneath the wood. On top of that, we place the quilt. Now the room is ready for the night's birthing. Also, these areas are already prepared. I already nailed the cover around here so that the dogs can jump over because the wall was too short and all the dogs were jumping over. Now at least I nailed this here so the dogs can jump, and it also blocks the cold coming from here. Plus, as you can see, there's a door here, a balcony door. Now if I say at night, I'll make him do his business here, he'll go and do it there, for example. The door is open, come in. During the day, the door will stay open. The evenings are getting colder. In the evenings, I will close it. No wind will come from there. No wind will come from here either, and the night will be calm. She will joyfully give birth in prosperity. She will care for her baby, showcase that balcony well. During the birthing process, dogs also need a space to roam around. Our room is spacious, giving us an advantage. The balcony area is large. It's truly a nice place for the night. I mean, put your bed here and you can live. Just put your single bed. Put the chef's game, put the nightstand. I assume they would get a television here. A person could live here, I mean. It's a big room. Do you understand? This place is not small. It's a livable place. Just tidy up and skip bathing. It'll feel like home. This place is nice for the night. Let me show you around. Look, as you can see from here, it's like this. Look, I entered through the door. Is that okay, bro? It's like this too. It has a nice spot here. It will fulfill what it sees. After that, Friday will come out from here, the balcony where it will see the other dogs. Also, I will already let it out daily. I will take it for a walk. I think its place is nice, friends. I think its place is nice. I didn't feel the need for a crate because at night it takes good care of its puppies. I don't think I'll allow them to drift away in any way, because in my opinion, this is the best mother dog I've seen with this pair at night. Those who have seen how Geche used to take care of her puppies when she gave birth before will know and understand what I mean. Let's bring Geche here now. I wonder if she'll like her spot, friends. Geche, come here, my girl. Come, my dear. Who came? Grandpa, did you come too, Grandpa? Are you going to give birth too? Oh, such a curious thing to your grandpa, friends. Geche, my brave girl. Look. Geche, do you like your new place? Come, sit here. Lie down in your place. Look, stretch out. Did you notice? A comfortable birth will take place here, friends. I think this place turned out really nice. Grandpa, what are you doing here? Grandpa, did my lion miss anything? We came right away. Grandpa, come outside with me, son. Go outside. Okay. Night. Lie down, my girl, over there. Go on, lie down. Let's see. Lie down. Lie down. Good girl. She's about to give birth any moment now. Look at her belly, man. It's incredibly swollen, mashallah. I feel like I started this place. Currently, she knows I'm getting her spot ready for the night. And she wants a calm, comfortable space where she can give birth. She must remain calm and stress-free. Do you understand? This place suits her well. The cold doesn't bother us either. The weather has warmed up, thankfully, so we won't have any issues. With God's permission, don't hold back your prayers. Hopefully, my daughter will have a healthy delivery tonight. Hopefully, we won't have any losses. And it's actually something I'm most curious about. I wonder who the father of these little ones is. I'm really curious about that too. If you have a guess, write it in the comments, friends. Geche, now you stay here, okay, my girl? Come, let me take you out for a bit to get some sun. I'll bring you back in the evening, okay, my dear? I'll now share an example of what not to do when a dog gives birth. I'll provide information about it, friends. First of all, during the dog's pregnancy, the animal should not be kept confined all the time. Let me give you an example. For the mother dog to produce milk, where are you daily at night? Now she's thirsty. Look, I'm giving a daily example. She needs to walk for an hour or two, friends. It's best to divide this into 15-20-minute intervals throughout the day. Avoid separating her from her baby immediately. Because the babies are especially under a risk period during the first 5 days, they must not be exposed to the cold in any way. We ensure the kittens don't miss out on their mother's milk. For instance, I place them with her at night, but not during the day. The reason for this is to let them move around a bit, so their muscles work and produce milk. Do you understand? They need to have plenty of milk to take good care of their babies. Also, we must never let them run out of water. They should always have water in front of them. It should be clean water. And to help the mother dog produce milk, you need to feed her a high-protein diet. Chicken, turkey, beef, cow, bull, whatever comes to your mind, lamb, mutton, meat, high-protein, eggs, chicken broth, and so on. When I say chicken broth, don't feed her too much fat. Too much fat can cause diarrhea and fluid loss in animals. This is a health issue for the animal, you understand? Don't overdo it, for example, every 2 or 3 days like that. During pregnancy, you shouldn't give milk. Milk is actually harmful to dogs. How is it harmful? It causes diarrhea. If giving milk, mix it with water. 50-50 so it doesn't harm the animal. Currently, I'm feeding it a high-protein diet at night with a daily protein intake of around 150-200. Look, I measure everything in dogs. Which protein, how much protein they've taken, how much calcium they've taken, how much fat I've loaded. I monitor these, and during pregnancy, you should never give a dog internal parasite treatment. The dog is pregnant 15-20 days after mating. Do not give internal parasite treatment. The dog may experience poisoning and could lose its life. But if you are going to mate, give the internal parasite treatment a few days before mating. Got it? Allow the animal to shed its parasites before mating. We encountered a minor issue. I intentionally and willingly didn't mate them that night. That's why we were late with the internal parasite treatment for the night. We couldn't administer the medication as it could have poisoned the puppies due to their internal parasites. We had no other choice. It could be dangerous for the dog, so I didn't give it. Pay attention to these things. As I said, during pregnancy, it's important for the dog to be well fed, have its water needs met, and be able to do its daily exercises. All of these need to be provided. For example, if the dog's delivery is approaching, a dog typically gives birth between 55 to 65 days. For instance, Geese is currently having contractions. To help her relax a bit, I gently rub her belly like this every day. Jessie's facial expression suggests she seems to be feeling better. I'm rubbing her belly to help her relax. It soothes her a bit because her belly is so swollen that she can't do this herself. And supporting her this way helps her relax a bit more. For example, when the time comes for her to give birth. What will we do? During birth, since the dog sometimes struggles to give birth on her own, we will support her with our hands. Of course, in addition to this, from a health perspective, for example, I had experienced an incident before. The mother dog delivered the first puppy but struggled to deliver the second one. What should be done in this situation? I had spoken with a veterinarian about this 4 or 5 years ago. That's when I learned from that experience. There was an artificial labor induction for dogs and injection. We had applied this artificial labor. The puppies came out comfortably. Of course, if such things are to be done, it is necessary to consult our veterinarian, get proper information, have the dogs checked, and proceed accordingly. Right now, since I have control over these and have experienced them myself, I handle everything on my own. I'm already paying attention, and you can see the relaxation on her face right now. Look, as my stomach relaxes, she feels more at ease. My girl, you'll always be my mother again. Come on, my beautiful girl. You'll make me a grandfather again. Look, can you see how she's relaxing? She's in a lot of pain, my dear. She's in pain, friends. So I give her a belly massage throughout the day to help her feel better and relax. Because naturally, her belly is very swollen and it causes gas, which bothers her even more. That's why we should avoid giving her foods that cause excessive gas so she doesn't get more uncomfortable. Do you understand, my beautiful girl? Good job. Avoid foods that cause too much gas, like carbohydrates, for example. Pasta, rice, bulgur, and similar foods can cause excessive gas in dogs. Ensure you're feeding your dog high-quality food. Don't give low-quality dog food. You should provide food worth at least $2 billion so it doesn't upset the animal. This pregnancy period is very risky. This is going to challenge me a bit, guys, because she's going to give birth, Zara is going to give birth, and there are so many dogs. If it were just these, it wouldn't be an issue to take care of them. Care for them first, then the rest. That's why it'll be tough for us. Nighttime, let's go, my beauty. The night feels different now. Why is that? The girl is heavily pregnant, friends. Come on, my girl, you go to your place. Okay, come on, run. Come on, run. Let's see. Okay, my beauty. Now the night wants a cool place. During labor, the place is concrete or ceramic. She places her belly there. It cools her down and relaxes the animal. She doesn't want to come outside at all because she burns in the sun. Also, since she's black, the sun absorbs her even more. It bothers her, friends. Today I wanted to show you the birthing place of the night. I hope you liked it. Do you think there's anything missing in the birthing place? Or are there things that need to be done? If you have any ideas, write them in the comments. Let me open your comments, friends. I'm waiting for your suggestions. If you have anything to ask, write it in the comments. I forgot to mention those who comment the most. Sorry, I got confused when too many things were said at once. I also share the top commenters. You can currently see 3 people on the screen, friends. And thank you so much to everyone who comments and supports. Thank you, much appreciated. I will also share the top commenters in the next video. Please share your thoughts on this video. I appreciate all of you. Like the video and subscribe. Take care. Goodbye. Stay well, my friends.